Technology has the power to transform how students learn. Enter a modern day classroom and it might feel as if you've just walked into a time warp. Instead of traditional blackboards, it's now whiteboards or smartboards which adorn the classroom walls. And instead of notebooks, students can be seen fiddling with tablets and laptops. Hello and welcome. Today, join us as we take a look at the role that technology is playing in the sphere of learning, how it is making studies a fun and engaging process for students and is acting as an efficient tool in the hands of teachers to impart learning. Now, learning doesn't slow down or comes to a halt at the sound of the school bell. Technology is creating a new generation of students. And this is what a new age classroom looks like. Comprised of constantly connected learners who expect immediate and infinite information at the touch of a fingertip.
Today's child is a 21st century child. He's born with the technology. Earlier, where everybody was scared of technology, today it has become an important part of teaching and learning. When you walk into a classroom today, the first thing that you see is an interactive board instead of a traditional chalk and board, kind of a writing instrument present in the classroom. So today, with the help of technology, the teacher is very well prepared with what she has to do in the class.
Technology is allowing educators to implement student-oriented learning strategies. Taking notes isn't a laborious and mundane process anymore. Students now don't write assignments in notebooks. And there is no wait involved when it comes to the teacher's feedback. It's instant.
We have generated digital content. They are having PPTs, videos, which reinforce the topic. Then we have our ebooks on our laptops. So, and children also, you can see that they are using tabs. So they have downloaded all these ebooks of all subjects. So they are using just at the same time, whatever I want to share with them, they are on their tabs. So I am easily able to share everything with them. We are using OneNote. OneNote, where just all my digital content, whatever I want to share with the children, that is at one place. Right, I need not to switch between the different apps. Just if I have to show video, I have to show PPT or any document. This has made the teaching learning process very interesting, very effective.
Smartboards, the latest technological addition to a modern day classroom, simply put is a digital whiteboard, which has become a standard feature in classrooms, enabling teachers to explain abstract topics and students to develop a stronger understanding of the inside of an atom or a human cell. Any classroom is usually comprised of students who learn at different speeds. And since the inception of the schooling system, this issue hasn't been specifically addressed.
Because all children are not alike in the classroom. So they all learn at their own pace. So earlier, when the teacher was just teaching in the classroom, she was teaching at her own pace. It really did not, the teacher did not come down to the level of every child. But with the technology, the teacher is able to teach the different levels of students in a different manner. She can administer different assignments to them. She can give different group work to the different groups depending upon the capability of the group.
For technology-driven learning strategies to work and for learning to remain a continuous process both inside and outside the classroom, it's imperative that teachers have a thorough understanding of the technological tools at their disposal and are also adept at using them. Let's now take a look at how teachers are being equipped to handle these technological tools in imparting learning.
When I got to know about the technology, I was a little hesitant. I was not that comfortable with computers.
When we were studying as a student, we didn't have technology much. We just had graph papers, so we were forced to draw.
It was really challenging at beginning because we have grown up into an atmosphere where there were no iPads.
Technology has advanced tremendously over the last decade, and the pace and extent of change in technology has made it a little difficult for some teachers to keep themselves updated. Teachers all around the country are exposed to all forms of edtech products, both hardware and software. However, there is no denying that these help them deliver much better and make classrooms more interactive and fun. Although it is a tough journey for some teachers.
Teachers are known to be knowing everything. Like people say that they are encyclopedias, they know everything. but over the years technology has taken over in leaps and bounds. So, but when the teacher, they know that they are not very acquainted with the technology bit, so then the first question that comes to any teacher's mind would be that, oh God, whether I am being replaced or whether what's the thing about it.
A classroom, once upon a time, was usually lectures delivered by the teacher. But schools today are increasingly adopting and adapting themselves to the digital world. Take a look at this classroom. Even before these toddlers learn to use paper and pens to write their first alphabet, iPads take over. And now they don't write, they trace letters. Technology tremendously changes the way teachers teach in classrooms.
These kids are too young to understand just the basic concept with, bookish knowledge, or just writing on the board and they copying it in their textbooks or writing it on the worksheet. It's not that fun-filled for them.
Tech tools for visualizing, especially in subjects like maths and science, ensure better understanding. As an added benefit, it not only helps students grasp better, it also helps many teachers deliver better.
We have learned a lot of things through this wonderful tool. It's very easy to connect. We are developing our iBooks through which, like my classroom, I can put it in a form of a book, and then that can be shared with the students, the kids who were absent because of medical reasons. They get access to those books. Then once it comes to holiday homework, we need not print and waste paper. It can directly go on through Edmodo or through emails, through their websites. We can airdrop it on their iPads if internet is not working.
And you can mark them.
Any form of visual learning can make boring textbooks a lot of fun. Having said that, teacher training becomes a very important part of integrating technology into the curriculum. If technology is simply introduced and not made teacher-friendly, it serves no purpose. Training sessions provide teachers with everything that they need to effectively and wisely incorporate technology into their teaching. Maths class is no longer boring. A student can have magnified and 3D view of different types of cells. Rather than demonstrating and explaining verbally, a teacher can use technology to aid their needs.
Initially, if you will ask as a teacher, I also had this fear. And my biggest fear was my students are faster than me. But then later on I realized it's the biggest asset for us. If they are faster, they are learning faster.
Teachers are also of the belief that technology has not only simplified their teaching process and helped students learn and perform better, but also enhanced their skills as a professional.
In the beginning, when something new comes in and you're not well versed with it or you don't know what to do, there is that fear, but at the same time, we have to be updated.
Those trainings have really helped us a lot. It's just that I have got to know that the same thing I can do in so many different ways to make interest, create interest and enthusiasm in my learners. So each day with this technology, with the things that we are doing, we are evolving, we are getting to learn a lot many things as a teacher as well.
Trained teachers, modern classrooms, the students are bound to have a lot of fun while learning. And they believe integrating technology in the classrooms has helped them in more ways than one.
We use iPads in many ways, like when ma'am takes us to the lab, she tells us about many things like metals and non-metals, but it's very difficult to recognize all the names. So I click pictures from my iPad so that I can recognize it.
Not everybody's parents are always available to teach them, but the iPads have this thing called audiobooks, which read the books for you, like the bio books, definitions and all that. And it's pretty easy to hear that as well.
I had shown you 3 different types.
Better teachers make better students. And for teachers to be able to deliver better, educational institutions must ensure effective teacher training programs. It's time for us to slip into a quick break, but don't go anywhere, as on the other side, we're joined by Mr. Anthony Salcito, Vice President for Education, Microsoft, and a lot more.